In running down the teams that got the shaft in the NHL's decision to go to a 24-team playoff this summer, we could probably start with the Penguins. Sure, they could have played better in February and early March to avoid the specter of an extra round of playoffs, but the 86 points they piled up in the regular season would have had them in third place out west as opposed to fifth in the East. If they were out west, they'd be prepping for a round robin for seeding as opposed to a best-of-5 elimination series against Montreal. On the other hand, there's a case the Penguins stand to benefit as much as any team from the current circumstances. Just hear me out. For one, you have that aforementioned pre-COVID slump, which seems like 10 years ago at this point. At the time, though, it was getting concerning for a team that was getting healthier, yet sinking down the standings. Since the start of the so-called advanced stats era, there's research that indicates the final 25 games or so in the regular season has a real impact on how a team will perform once the playoffs start. But now, well, it's safe to say no one's going to be informed by the time skates cut the ice again. Then there's the increasing probability of a Jake Guentzel return this season. Originally, it was a Penguins fans' fever dream that he'd be ready in time to help them push for a fourth cup in the Crosby-Malkin era. Now, it's not necessarily assured, but looking better each day that he's going to be good to go by the time they drop the puck. And not that I buy into the whole Carey Price boogeyman thing, but if there's one player on the Penguins that could counteract that effect of the mythical hot goalie, it's a player like Guentzel, who's demonstrated over his NHL career one of the rarest hockey attributes: real, provable shooting talent. So yeah, all things being equal in a regular year, there's no way the Penguins should have to play 5 rounds to try to win another cup. But I wouldn't necessarily put them into the tough luck category this time around. With your net front presence, I'm Gajtka on Pittsburgh Sports Live.